From Marlon Brando's bizarre demands to real-life set accidents, these are the jaw-dropping secrets behind Superman 1978 that even the biggest fans never knew. 1. Christopher Reeve wasn't the first choice for Superman. Before Christopher Reeve donned the cape, producers auditioned several big names for the role, including Robert Redford, Burt Reynolds, and even Sylvester Stallone. However, none of them felt right for the part. The casting team wanted a lesser-known face to make Superman believable, and Reeve, then a virtually unknown stage actor, fit the bill perfectly. But initially, they thought he was too skinny. Reeve hit the gym hard, training with a former Mr. Universe to pack on over 30 pounds of muscle before presence, helping set the epic tone for the film's opening scenes. 3. The movie's script was over 500 pages long. When screenwriter Mario Puzo, famous for The Godfather, was hired to write Superman, he turned in a script that was massive, over 500 pages. This was essentially 2 films in one, which is why Superman and Superman 2 were shot back-to-back. The lengthy script contained multiple elaborate sequences, some of which were too expensive or strange to shoot, like Superman fighting a horde of Kryptonian monsters. Much of the story had to be rewritten and streamlined, but Puzo's grand vision gave the movie its mythic feel. Fans still debate what might have been if all those scenes had made it to the final cut. 4. Christopher Reeve did his own flying stunts. To create the illusion of Superman flying, Reeve was strapped into a variety of harnesses, wires, and even giant gimbals. Unlike many actors, he insisted on performing most of the flying scenes himself. He spent hours perfecting subtle body movements so audiences would believe he was really soaring through the sky. The production team even invented new special effects techniques, blending blue screen shots with miniature sets. Reeve's dedication paid off. Viewers at the time truly believed "You'll believe a man can fly," which became the movie's iconic tagline. 5. Late 1970s. Massive sets, groundbreaking special effects, and the high salaries of Brando and Hackman drained resources quickly. At one point, producers were so over budget they considered halting production entirely. Fortunately, box office success saved the day, with the film earning over $300 million worldwide. It became one of the most profitable superhero movies of its time. Margot Kidder was chosen for Lois Lane after hundreds of screen tests. Casting Lois Lane was almost as challenging as finding Superman. Over 100 actresses auditioned, including Stockard Channing and Leslie Ann Warren. Margot Kidder ultimately won the role with her "Spunk came iconic." It's now considered one of the greatest movie slogans in history. 9. Superman's S emblem had over a dozen variations. The iconic S emblem wasn't just one design. The costume department created more than a dozen versions, each tailored for specific scenes. Some were made of fabric for close-ups, others were plastic for action shots, and a few had slightly larger or smaller emblems depending on camera angles. They even had special emblems with hidden zippers for quick costume changes. Each was carefully color-matched to Reeve's suit, so audiences never noticed the switch. This attention to detail became part of why the suit remains one of the most beloved superhero costumes in film history. Fortress of Solitude looks enormous on screen, but in reality it was built as a detailed miniature. The crystal structures were made from perspex and lit from below to give them an otherworldly glow. By shooting the set at a low angle and using smoke effects, the filmmakers made it appear much larger than it was. This clever use of miniatures and practical effects saved the studio thousands of dollars and gave the fortress a magical, timeless feel.
11. A scene with Dustin Hoffman almost happened. Sometimes the role you lose ends up being the role you were never meant to play. 12. Filming in New York City caused total mayhem. When the crew filmed in New York City for Metropolis scenes, it caused total mayhem. Crowds swarmed the streets just to glimpse Christopher Reeve in costume. Some even climbed rooftops for a better view, forcing police to shut down roads. Cars honked, fans cheered, and filming often stopped for hours. Though a headache for the production team, the chaos gave Superman priceless publicity before release. People went home with real-life Superman stories, and by the time the movie premiered, excitement was sky high. Sometimes a little disorder on set creates the best kind of buzz. Replacing him was seriously discussed before filming even wrapped. Donner pushed to keep the film respectful to Superman's legacy, refusing to make it campy. He ultimately completed Superman, but was fired before Superman 2. Many fans believe his departure changed the sequel's tone, sparking decades of debate. Today, the Donner cut of Superman 2 offers a glimpse into the film that might have been. His stubbornness, for better or worse, helped make Superman 1978 a timeless classic. 15. Clark Kent's transformation was all acting magic. He transformed physically. As Clark, he slouched, spoke softly, and fumbled nervously. As Superman, he stood tall, deepened his voice, and exuded confidence. In one scene, without changing clothes, he shifted posture mid-shot, instantly becoming Superman. The subtlety stunned the crew, and it was exhausting work, but the results were groundbreaking. When audiences saw Superman soar across the screen, they truly believed the tagline, "You'll believe a man can fly." That promise and Reeve's performance changed superhero filmmaking forever. 18. The Daily Planet was filmed in a real New York skyscraper. The Daily Planet the original ending was saved for Superman 2. Superman reversing time by flying around Earth wasn't intended for Superman 1978. It was originally the planned ending for Superman 2, but production delays forced the filmmakers to use it for the first film's climax instead. The decision gave the movie a shocking, unforgettable ending that left audiences stunned. However, it also meant Superman 2 had to find a new finale. Fans still debate whether moving the ending strengthened the original or weakened the sequel. Either way, it became one of the most famous moments in superhero cinema. 20. Christopher Reeve became a real-life hero. Years after becoming Superman on screen, Christopher Reeve faced tragedy when a horse-riding accident left him paralyzed. Instead of retreating from public life, he became a tireless advocate for spinal cord injury research. His courage, optimism, and determination inspired millions, proving that being a hero isn't just about powers, it's about strength of spirit. In many ways, Reeve embodied the ideals of Superman more in real life than in fiction, leaving a legacy far beyond the silver screen.